Howdy everyone in the world of Regen Rovers, and welcome to episode 114, where today we're going to hopefully win 2 games, because the last episode wasn't great, was it? It was the most disappointing episode for a while, really, losing those 2 games. They were against strong opposition, of course, but still it's not like Regen Rovers lately to lose 2 games in one episode. Having said that, in the previous episode we also lost 2 games, but we did beat Middlesbrough, so it didn't seem so bad. So we want to get back to winning ways in front of the camera against Exeter City, who are bottom of the table, and Bradford City, who are 21st and look in trouble as well. So we need to be beating both of those teams if we are serious about promotion this season. We're on 40 points. We're 2 ahead of 7th place Southampton, so we're in the playoff zone with a tiny cushion. However, we're only 3 points behind Sunderland, who are in 2nd, and 7 points behind top of the table Aston Villa. It does look like they might run away. They have been very good this season, only losing 3 games. But there's a long way to go. We're not quite halfway through. Well, we're about to be halfway through the season today. And it has been, overall, a very successful second season in the Championship. There has been a few blips, but on the whole, the defence have been a bit more solid. Now, someone in the comment section in episode 112 did point out the fact that playing a deep line playmaker is kind of having a detrimental effect on the wingers, because in our old tactic we had the advanced playmaker in Gonzalo last season, and he was able to be further up the pitch and spray the ball out wide to the wingers. I hadn't thought of it that way. By bringing Garber in as a deep line playmaker defender, we've got 2 very deep central midfielders, and it's harder for them to get the ball to the wingers. They're having to play longer balls, and we're losing the ball. However, it has kind of been working, but what I'm going to do is, I've got 2 tactics. We've got the attacking tactic, we've got the counter tactic. Now, when we're attacking, so generally at home or against weaker oppositions, I will play an advanced playmaker in there, probably on support. But away from home, when we're playing against tough teams, I think I'll play the counter tactic and play a deep line playmaker just to keep it a little bit more solid, because it probably is the reason why we've been a bit better at keeping clean sheets this season. Although lately it has been quite rare for us to keep a clean sheet. Although we did get back to winning ways in the game after that Aston Villa defeat, with a 3-1 win against Sheffield Wednesday away from home. A really good result, actually. And it's Spencer Drury is on fire this season. He scored in the first minute to put us 1-0 up. He really is a star, isn't he? Lorenzini charging forwards early on in this game, finding Spencer Drury, and a great finish. It was all down to Lorenzini, really, with that driving run, a lovely ball in. Drury still had a lot to do from there. And he got his 9th goal of the season before Jonathan Edwards scored in the 20th minute, putting us 2-0 up. The keeper was in no man's land. Edwards just stormed up and headed in a Stephen Dean free kick. And we weren't finished there. They did get back into it in the 78th minute, but we put the game beyond doubt in the 83rd minute. JCG, our Spanish right winger, who has been better than Pascual this season. He had 1 very good game against Middlesbrough, but other than that, hasn't done a huge amount. JCB's been better. JCG, sorry, not JCB. He's not a tractor. He's good. I've been impressed. Yahya with a great ball in, and JCG actually with a header at the back post for his 3rd goal for the club. So a deserved win, and we managed to repeat that result with a 3-1 win against Reading, this time at home. They actually took the lead, though, in the 19th minute through Mason Bennett, who must be getting on well, he's 31. I suppose he's really young in real life, isn't he? But he opened the scoring in the 90th minute. Lorenzini got a couple goals in this game, and Spencer Drury scored again. This was the first goal, then, to equalise early in the second half. Spencer Drury doing really well. Great ball in, and Lorenzini headed it past the keeper. We deserved this, actually, because they only had 1 chance, and I guess they took it. But we had more shots, more chances. This was the 2nd goal from Spencer Drury to make it 2-1, his 10th goal of the season, which is great to see. And then, 72nd minute, Lorenzini managed to get his 2nd goal of the game. Spencer Drury with another little lovely ball through, and a good finish from Lorenzini, just driven shot into that bottom right hand corner for his 6th goal of the season. He hasn't been quite so clinical this season. If we just have a look at the players, At the statistics, sorry, you can see 6 goals in 22 games. Not as good, but he has been getting a few assists, and we've not been quite as potent up front this season, have we? It's more about we've kept a lot of clean sheets and won a lot of games by 1 goal. This was an okay draw against Bolton Wanderers, not the best result in the world, but both goals came early on. Spencer Drury with another first-minute goal. This was his 11th goal of the season. Lorenzini with the assist. Again, those two are just setting each other up brilliantly. It was a simple finish, really. Lorenzini, perfect ball in. But they did score 4 minutes later, and that's the way it ended. And then we lost 1-0 against Southampton. An own goal from Jonathan Edwards ruined it for us. We kept it solid. We were great defensively. And going forwards, okay, we had the only clear-cut chance of the game, and we were unable to take it. Schultz had a great game, the German in central midfield, the German engine who's just been excellent at times for us. Brad Howard had to play at the back today and wasn't the greatest. He picked up a yellow card. I still think Rhodes and Edwards is our best centre-back partnership, in my opinion. But I did play Brad Howard and Edwards in this game, and they were brilliant. Edwards with an 8.0, but Brad Howard with an 8.4. Our signing from Colchester finally coming good in this game. The whole team played magnificently, like 4-0 win. It was a very equal game though, as you can see there from the statistics. But Schultz, man of the match, opened the scoring in the 6th minute. It's great to see him getting on the score sheet because it's a rarity, isn't it? Was this his first goal for the club? I can't remember. That was an absolute blaster. What a goal from him! Goal of the season for us so far, quite easily. That was his first goal of the season, and I think his first ever goal for the club. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, that first ever goal for the club, and it wasn't. Oh, I just have to watch that again. What a strike to just start this game off on a positive footing. Look, the keeper's off his line, yeah, but what a strike. That's rivaling Jack Young's goal from last season, isn't it? It's from further out. It's not as important, obviously, but still a very good goal. This was the second then in the second half. Pascual doing really well down the right hand side, and then he won it back, put a ball in, and Hans Hayne with the simplest of tap-ins. So Pascual, this was his second good performance of the season really, and Hans Hayne scored his 3rd goal of the season. And then Pascual scored himself, which is great to see after having a bit of time out the team. He was magnificent today. Lovely finish. Keeper was a little bit weak there. And that was his 2nd goal of the season. And an own goal rounded it off in the 75th minute. Pascual put a ball in, headed over. It was a right old scramble. Hans Hayne had the shot. It deflected off a player and into the back of the net. It wasn't apparently his goal. 4-0. Best win of the season quite easily. So we go to Exeter feeling very positive. However, they've actually managed to win 2 games. We've only beat them once in the 4 games we've played them. So they are a tough team for us. We don't really like playing them. They can't go with a classic 4-4-2. We have to go attacking. We're going to play the advanced playmaker in the middle. And I'm going to give Pascal Hare an opportunity because he's the more attacking option out of him and Garber, I think. Garber's solid. He's good at passing, but I want to give Hare a go. Unfortunately, Schultz is suspended, so we're going to have to play Mehmeti in the ball-winning midfielder role today, which isn't exactly ideal. I think I'm going to go with Pascual. He had a brilliant game in the last game. He's slightly more in form as a result compared to JCG. So that right-hand side is still up for grabs. I know I've said JCG's had the better season, but Pascual has had a couple of very good performances, and there's still something there. I'm sure there's still something there where he can grab that first place on the right wing. And also, Brad Howard, because of that performance against Huddersfield, he kind of deserves to keep his place in the back line alongside Edwards. Rhodes has a brilliant future ahead of him. He's only 19 years old. He's an English under-19 international, remember. But he's still a little bit inexperienced at this level, I guess. Brad Howard is the older player and played very well in the last game, so that's why I'm keeping him in. Lorenzini and Drury, they have to start up front, don't they? Strangely enough, Spencer Drury, despite being our top goal scorer, doesn't have above a 6.9 average rating. There's been a few poorer performances from him. But let's hope we can get some goals today against Exeter. We're going to go for it and try and get a big win. Here we go then. We are the favourites because we're 6th and Exeter are bottom. They've only managed to pick up 9 points so far. Only 2 wins, 17 defeats. We have to be beating them. Their key man is their goalkeeper. He's their best player. And he's the one that's going to be busy today. But let's hope he doesn't have a good game. I remember on the old football managers, championship managers, goalkeepers would just always have incredible games against you. No matter what, like even if they're the worst keeper in the world, they suddenly would just turn it on and save everything. I used to have that problem so much on the old games. I don't want to say I don't have that problem anymore, because we probably will today now that I've implied that it's a bit easier these days, but let's find out, eh? Go out and pick up where you left off, and let's go for that. That's motivated the strikers. Let's attack. Playing advanced playmaker, thanks for the tip. I've forgotten your name. I should have noted that down, but thank you for telling me that. I'm not exactly the most tactically knowledgeable person in the world. I kind of stumble across things. I have an inkling for what works, but a lot of the time I'm not exactly the most knowledgeable person. I don't work out these combinations, but yeah, that does make sense. Playing a more advanced player will mean he's likely to get his passes out to the wingers a bit easier, less long balls, and it's just a bit, and in turn the wingers will have more of the ball and pick up better average ratings. I think playing the deep line playmaker defend has made us more solid defensively, but against certain teams it hasn't always worked, has it? Anyway, today it's not going to plan so far. They've had the highlights, they've had more shots. Perhaps we need to try something a little bit different, and we'll try and exploit the flanks, get the ball into the box, I guess. But Pascal Hare's picked up an injury already, so I guess we'll bring Garber on. He can play as an advanced playmaker in the middle quite comfortably. That's his old preferred position. He's just developed into being a more deeper player, I guess. We're going to roam from positions as well. We need to be winning this game. It's always the way that you struggle against the bottom team, I find, and so far that's what we're doing. It's not good enough at the moment. Not happy. I guess we've not conceded a goal, so that's a positive. Pasquale's having a poor game. Lorenzini's having a poor game. Don't really know why though. Let's go fluid. Let's play fairly wide football. I mean, they're going a 4-4-2, which is similar to our tactics. We might be cancelling each other out. I'm pushing forwards. Perhaps they're defending. Here's Hayne. Oh no, Hansane can't catch that. There's quite a few empty seats today, actually. It might be the first time that we've not managed to pick up a full capacity, unless people have come disguised as green seats, of course. That could be a possibility. Here's Pascal, finally receiving the ball. Spencer Drury heads it onto no one, though. We are playing a direct game. That's just the way we play. I very rarely go short passing and mixed passing. Maybe I should try it against a team like Exeter and try and control the game a bit more. That might benefit us a bit. But Howard does well. He's on a yellow card, but he's done well a couple of times of heading the ball away. Here's Garber into Lorenzini. That's not good enough from Lorenzini, but Mehmeti does well. Here's Lorenzini again. Through to Hansane. Lorenzini. Is this going to be an opportunity? Hansane! Oh, wide. That was an opportunity. We didn't take it. It's the first clear-cut chance of the game. Oh, it can't be a boring 0-0. Come on. Mehmeti's tired. What I'm going to do is we're going to throw on another attacking player, I think. Francis Arthur Owusu is going to go there. I'll play Garber as a deep line playmaker on defend, but we've got, you know, an advanced player here. I wish Pascal Hare was available because he could have slotted in there nicely. I think exploiting the flanks hasn't been working. We'll go direct. Maybe we should be trying to control the game a bit more. Work the ball into the box. Try that a bit. Let's give it a go. Let's try something a bit different for a few minutes anyway. Although there's a highlight straight away. Although it looks like it's going to be for Exeter as they come forwards, looking dangerous. We can't lose against Exeter City. They're bottom of the table. Here's Mehmeti. Maybe we'll get a goal before my changes take effect. Lovely ball out wide from Mehmeti. Here's Hansane. It's blocked. And it's out for a throw-in. Got to use the team talks. Passionate, encourage. It's not been good enough, but I'm going to encourage them. Half an hour to go. These are just the frustrating games when you know you should be winning and you just can't seem to get them to perform how you want them to. 20 odd minutes to go. Here's Jonathan Edwards. That was not good enough. But Dean does well. No. It's just a bit panic. It's not good enough. It's quite simply. But here's Arthur Owusu into Pascal. Lovely ball over to Spencer Drury. You can't finish, but Lorenzini does. Thank you, Lorenzini. Crucial goal. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring Drury off. We're going to bring on Lawrence Rhodes, who will play as a ball-winning midfielder. He can't really play central midfield, but it's the best option we can do here, I think. and we'll just go standard. Bring down the tempo, turn these off, we'll go for mixed start. In fact, let's hold on to the ball and try and work the ball into the box. Garber can just play as a support player, so we don't have players a bit too deep. If we want to keep hold of the ball, we do need a player slightly more advanced. I could change to an advanced playmaker, but I guess I'm trying to be solid. We got fortunate there. It's a slide tackle right into the path of the Lorenzini. It's actually hit a defender. I think it probably was going to go straight to the keeper if it wasn't for him. Here we go again. Arthur Owusu now playing up front alongside Lorenzini, but that is bad. Brown wins the ball. It's way over the top. Edwards should easily... Yeah, he does. But I'm still... that is poor from Yahya. Said keep hold of the ball. There was no need to just smash it there because we weren't in danger. Hans Hayne does well though. What's he going to do? He's knocked it over to Lorenzini. If we can get a second, I feel a lot more comfortable. And he's going the long way round. He's done really well. But it was into the keeper's arms in the end. Oh, in fact, let's go. We don't want to be on fluid. Oh, corner to Exeter City. It's crossed in. And, oh, it's in the back of the net. Predictable, eh? Okay, Garber's going to go forwards now. And we're going to have to go back to attacking. I never learned, though. I should just attack. Just keep attacking, Paul. Yeah, I have a feeling this is going to be a draw today. It's not really been our day. We've not been good enough. But a draw against bottom of the table Exeter City? It doesn't bode well for promotion, does it? It's not been a good few games live on camera in these episodes. Fixture got a big hand to it, but he couldn't keep it out. Because he'd kind of gone down onto his knees by that point. Pump into box. We're just going to go for it for the last few minutes and hope something happens, but I don't think it's going to happen today. We've had 22 shots suddenly from going overload and pump into box and everything, but yeah, really disappointing. One of those days. Hans Haynes 6.1 from him. What is he doing? Not good enough. Aggressive. I have to do that, and we've dropped out of the playoff zones with that draw. It's just, oh... I was saying, you know, Pascal has got injured for a couple of weeks. You know, I was hoping today would be 2 big wins. How we beat Huddersfield 4-0? I don't understand how it can suddenly change like that. I think what I'm going to do is I'm not going to play Hans Hayne as an inside forward. We're just going to play him as a winger. He's not as natural in that position, but I don't think inside forward's working quite the same. Forgot to mention it's Boxing Day on the game. It's now the 27th of December, and we actually have Bradford City tomorrow. It's that Christmas period, and it's that type of year where you've got the Boxing Day game on the 26th. Then you've got, on the 28th, a game, and a game on the 1st, on New Year's Day, and then a game on the 3rd, and a game in the FA Cup on the 8th of January. It's a crazy period. It does depend on how Christmas falls as how crazy it is, but it's a particularly crazy time this year. Petrov's doing okay in Spain, by the way, our Belarusian youngster. Hopefully we'll be able to get a work permit from soon. In fact, we might be able to apply for one soon. You can only apply for one every 130 days. I could do one now and then... I mean, he's going to be on loan till the end of the season, so I might as well give it a go. And if we don't get one, then we can try at the end of the season again. It's been rejected. So we're going to have to wait another 120 days. I think it depends on how many caps you get for your country. So with Belarus, it might be 30 caps or something. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. And also Brexit has occurred at some point on the game. I can't find it in the inbox because old messages get deleted. But that might have had an impact as well. I don't think it is a hard Brexit because I haven't had to get work permits for the likes of Pascal, JCG. Because with a hard Brexit, I think you need to get work permits for European players as well. Like players that are in the EU. So I think it's not been a hard Brexit, but Belarus aren't part of the EU anyway, so you need to get a work permit for them. But it might be even stricter now. Bradford City then, no excuses today. We have been the most successful side in these fixtures. They've only managed to beat us once, as you can see there. Couple draws and 4 wins probably. They are on the periphery of the relegation zone. It's not looking great for them, but they can still be a dangerous side, I'm sure. Now, we've got some tired legs. I think we'll put Rhodes back into the team today, just to give Brad Howard, who is the most tired out of the 2 centre-backs, a rest. Stephen Dean will continue to play at right back. We don't really have any other options apart from Brad Howard. Left back will be Yahya. Is Schultz back? No, he's still suspended. I'm not exactly happy about playing Mimity. He's not a ball-winning midfielder. Maybe Luciano could play there. But he's definitely not a ball-winning midfielder. But I could play Garber. What can Garber tackle? No. No one... Why have I only got one ball winning midfielder? I'm an idiot. Can Mehmeti tackle at all? He's got 12 on tackling. He's okay in that position, I think. So we'll keep him there. Hansane, I'm going to keep on the left, but he's going to play as a winger. We'll see how he gets on. Pascual didn't play very well. I'm going to play JCG. He's fitter at the moment, I suppose. It makes sense. And we'll keep with the same strike force of Lorenzini and Spencer Drury. I've just realised I accidentally put Giordano on the right wing instead of JCG. That's better. Giordano can play there, but I'd rather play JCG. We are the favourites again, but away from home, Bradford City have a large stadium, don't they? Bigger than the Regen Rovers stadium, that's for sure. We have the chance of going up to third if results go away. We need to be winning. It's frustrating that we've been quite solid in certain games, and I don't really know why. I want that Huddersfield game again. We beat them 4-0. It was easy. Well, it was quite equal, but we were clinical in front of goal. And we don't seem to be doing that enough this season. Good luck out there today. I don't want to pressurise them too much by saying we're favourites, because inevitably you end up bottling, don't you, under the pressure. And I'm not sure my players are up to that pressure just yet. I think we'll just go with some basic instructions today. Oh, I bet yawning, I know. Thank you for the continued support on the series, by the way. I think that the views have actually picked up a bit lately, and that might be down to the fact that I am uploading videos every other day. It's less daunting for people to catch up on, I think. And to be honest, I don't really have the time for more than that at the moment. I'm quite busy in just life at the moment. And the West Ham series is still going. I know episode 2 was uploaded quite a while ago. A few people have asked when episode 3 is, but I'm play the save when I've got the time, basically, and I'm slowly working my way through the third season, so be patient for that one. That's just the style of that series. It's going to be a slow series, and there'll be maybe 10 episodes in total if I do 10 seasons, but you know, we'll just see how it goes, really. As Bradford come forwards, and they've hit the crossbar. Foot Couture in his pink tracksuit today. He's put on Lee Subzelis' pink tracksuit for luck, I think. Midfield's been outnumbered. Yeah, that's the problem with this tactic. My assistant says we should try and retain possession, so we will. We'll try and retain possession, put it out to the wingers who can put a ball into the box for Lorenzini and Spencer Drury. But it's not been a good performance from us so far, and it's looking like we're going to have 2 draws today, which just isn't good enough. Corner to Bradford City. It's whipped in. Good header away by Jonathan Edwards. Now, Stephen Dean, this is what he can do. He can counter-attack, but he's played it early into JCG. Who's he going to find? He's played it out wide to Hans Hain. Great ball over Spencer Drury. What a finish. And Hans Hain, as the winger, it worked there because he put a good cross in. And that's Spencer Drury's 12th goal of the season. That's what I want to see. Counter-attacking football from us. Lovely ball in with his weaker left foot there. And a brilliant volley. What a goal from that man, Spencer Drury. Now, can we hang on to it today? We're going to continue to attack. Bradford City with the corner. Whipped in. It's 1-1. Another goal from a corner. Darren Bradley, their main man up front, getting the equaliser. It was a bit unfortunate because it hit a couple of our players, and it was lucky deflections, and it was an open net in the end. They've been the better team. Had more shots, more possession, more chances, but can we get a second here? Lorenzini into Mohamed Garba. Lorenzini, Spencer Drury. Lorenzini, Spencer Drury. Spencer Drury. What a player this guy is. 13th goal of the season for him. Second of the day. We score straight away. It was great link-up play between the two. And it's an assist for Lorenzini. He's picked up more assists than goals this season. It's all about Spencer Drury this season in front of goal. Can we get a third? Here's Mohamed Garba through to Lorenzini. Lorenzini still going. Oh, what's a strike? 3-1. This is the Regen Rovers of old. Why couldn't we do this against Exeter City? Charging forwards. He's just direct to the point. And Enrico Lorenzini finds the back of the net. 3-1. That is pleasing. I was pretty disappointed when they managed to get the equaliser, but I'm happy now. We will just turn it down a notch, but we'll continue to retain possession, keep it on high intensity, direct football. That's what we're all about. That's the Regen Rovers way. It's entertaining. We're not playing silky Barcelona-esque passing or Arsenal or whatever. We're very direct, but it's entertaining. That's what it's all about, isn't it, football? There would be no point in football if it wasn't entertaining, because no one would watch it. It's not just about winning. We like winning. But yeah, we like goals, don't we? Goals at both ends. It's good for the neutrals. Preferably more goals for us, though. As Bradford City come forward looking for a second goal. Edwards can't win that. And if they score, it's going to make this second half quite interesting. They're playing it around nicely here. I can sense a goal. Here we go. Here we go. Fixture tips it round the post in his pink tracksuit. He's got pink gloves on as well. It's hilarious. There's like 2 Regen Rovers fans over here. Is that all the only away fans we brought? Yahya, he's tripped on the... What is he doing? I don't know, but we've managed to clear it. JCG does well to head it, but unfortunately onto no one. And the highlight still hasn't ended. What is going on? Yahya does well. Here's Hans Hain, and that's the end of the highlight, finally. I think it's time to make some substitutes, guys. Got some tired legs out there. I think we bring Brad Howard on for Stephen Dean, who's tired and on a yellow card. We'll also take off... Could take off Memeti, but he's knackered. Garber's played really well today. Hans Hain's going to come off for Giordano on the left. We'll save the last sub. They've gone 4-3-3 now. They're really pushing forwards. This is what Blackburn Rovers... Actually, Blackburn Rovers went 3-4-3 when they managed to destroy me. 3-2. Here's Lorenzini. Can we get a fourth? Spencer Drury. JCG. Giordano. Spencer Drury gets his hat-trick. And his 14th goal of the season. Brilliant interplay in the penalty box. Just calm heads. No one's just lashing it. We're just playing it around calmly. Keeping hold of the ball. Giordano. Lovely ball. Spencer Drury left-footed. It was a toe poke from him. And it's 4-1 and it's comfortable. And it's time to bring on Jack Young for Spencer Drury, who can have a nice standing ovation for his performance today. Can Jack Young score? It would be incredible if he could. Here's Giordano. JCG, it's headed away. I thought it was going to be a Jack Young goal then, but it looks more likely to be a Bradford City second goal. It is. Fixture can't keep it out. Surely. It's all over though. We'll go counter for the last couple minutes. It's been end-to-end stuff. Shots at both ends. They've had more clear-cut chances than us actually. They kind of deserved a second goal. And it doesn't look like... Nope, that's the end. No goal for Jack Young, but a 4-2 win. However, we're back into the playoffs, and that is what matters most, doesn't it? And the Regen Rovers of old is back, 4-2 win. It just comes and goes this season. Sometimes we're solid, other times we're banging in the goals. And we're in 5th place, 44 points, level with Brighton and Wolves, 3 ahead of Bournemouth in 7th place, who I believe we have next, actually. Yeah, we do, so that's a big game. We're 4 behind Aston Villa, who've dropped to 2nd place. I was saying Aston Villa, they're probably going to run away with it, but Sunderland are now top of the table. Johan Blair is top goal scorer this season in Regen at Brighton. 10 goals in 28 games for Jamaica. He's a quality player. Wonder how much he would cost. Probably quite a bit. Being top goal scorer in this league. In fact, all 3 top goal scorers are Regens. And they all look pretty good, don't they? Anyway, thanks for watching today's episode. The next episode will be... I'll play a few games, I think, this time around. A bigger gap between the episodes. But keep your eye out for episode 115. Until next time, enjoy Football Manager. Come on, you younglings.